Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Mary, how are you? Your UConn Huskies look like they're waltzing to another national championship. You must be on cloud nine.
I am so happy. I was in Boston. I was there for the Sweet 16, the Elite Eight. I am very happy. It's funny you chose the word waltzing because it feels more like steamroll. It's something very violent, very, very
It
violent.
is.
We're not waltzing, but I'm happy about it.
Why do they call you the UConn Twitter press secretary?
So, so last season, I think in November, I wrote an apology letter to the rest of college basketball when it quickly became evident that UConn was back. Right, UConn was back full force. We found our identity again. Everyone else is really, really mad about it. People are extremely mad online about it. So I wrote this apology letter, and it took the form of a press release. And people seem to like that in the fan base. So I became the official press secretary. So I answer questions, I put out press releases. It's a bit. A lot of other fan bases don't get it. They don't like it, but our people seem to enjoy it most of the time. So,
Well, people are really not liking UConn these days because you're just destroying everybody for the second straight year. For those that don't know, Mary and I worked together in Boston many moons ago. She's a UConn grad. I'm, of course, a Syracuse grad. So there is a hatred that should run very deep. And so we've had a good rivalry over the years. And I put my big, stupid foot in my big, stupid mouth last weekend because Mary was supposed to join us. And then a blackout happened last week. And so we were going to roll that over into tonight. She said, well, how about going into next week? We put something on the Syracuse UConn women's game. I'm like, yeah, let's do that because I don't have a men's team to root for this year. Let's go women's team. And so I'm like, I don't want the points. Let's just straight up. And the winner was going to make the loser wear apparel of the winner's choice. Unfortunately, as you might imagine, UConn beat Syracuse, although it was a very good game. And so I have to wear one of Mary's UConn t-shirts. Before I display said t-shirt, Mary, tell me how you chose this one.
So I actually was very, very nice to you because a lot of my closet is size XS up there. So it's pretty small. But I decided because we're friends that I would give you a small. So this was a kind thing that I did for you. I maybe could have found something a little bigger, but that was as nice as I could handle for you. But this is how you ended up with what you ended up with. And I cannot wait for this. I really can't.
It should be noted that I said t-shirt. Somebody has to wear a t-shirt. The loser has to wear a t-shirt. And then once we had settled that bet and virtually shook on it, you were like, damn, I agreed to that too soon because you were thinking a different article of clothing, which thank goodness you did not have time to rethink that.
It's true. It would have been very funny if there had been some team apparel underwear involved in this. That might have gotten you kicked off the air. I don't know. It's YouTube. Yeah. Maybe not. YouTube. Yeah, I think anything goes here.
All right, here you go, Mary. This is so difficult to stomach because I have to wear a UConn t-shirt, which goes against every fiber in my body, under this wonderfully pink Easter shirt. Here you go. It's a small, a women's small. Maybe it's a unisex. I don't know. Here you go.
You're never going to be able to get it off. How are you going to?
I can't get it off.
It's scraped off of you.
There's going to be pit stains in it as well. So good luck. Good luck ever wearing this ever again. At the very least, I've ruined one of your UConn shirts forever.
It does. Oh, this is a great day. How does it feel? By the way, you should tell people what the note said because I did write you a really nice note when I sent it to you.
Yeah, Mary sent me a really nice note that said this is going to be the only time you actually feel like a winner by wearing this.
It's true. Do you feel good?
No, I feel terrible. I feel like I want to just like rip this off right now and throw it in a bonfire because you know what? The thing is about UConn, once upon a time, it was a great rivalry because Syracuse versus UConn, it was a 50-50 split. Syracuse had great players. UConn had great players. Syracuse had a great Hall of Fame coach. So did UConn. We would battle back and forth for 6 overtimes, and it was always like a split decision. And then UConn won a national championship in 99. Okay. Syracuse won one in 03. Okay. Again, here we are. It's pretty even. And then since 03, UConn has won, I think, 5 other championships, and now they're going to race to another one this year. And they're doing it with every coach. It was like Calhoun, then there was a Kevin Ollie one snuck in there, like a random Kevin Ollie one. Now there's 2 Dan Hurley ones. I'm counting this one as already. He's only been there for like 6 years. He's already won.
You've got your TV money, DA. You're supposed to cry yourself to sleep with your TV money that you got for the ACC.
How does UConn just keep churning championships? I just don't understand it. I mean, since 99, this is going to be 6 titles. There was a Shabazz Napier one. There was a Kemba Walker one. There was a Khalid Elamine one. Now there's a Donovan Clingan ones. It's like, when's this going to end?
Never. This is your new reality. Actually, my idea is after this, if UConn goes back to back, we should just cancel basketball, really, because what's the point? No one should really try anymore because we're back.
I'm really okay with this because UConn's not going to lose. There's no way they lose to Alabama or whoever comes out of the other side. By the way, it is gone final. NC State has upset Duke. Mary, what a day. Easter is here and the Dukies are out.
So funny story about this, actually. I don't know if I've ever told you about my family dysfunction when it comes to college basketball. I was with my family for Easter today. My father's a Duke fan. My mother's a UNC fan. My sister Duke, my brother UNC, and then I'm in the middle with UConn. So where I've got friends who are like lifelong UConn fans. They went to their first game toted in a car seat in Connecticut. Their great-granddaddies played for the Connecticut Agricultural College back in 1901. But no, I've got Duke and UNC parents here. So my family text thread is full of poop emojis and boo for every game because none of us want the other team to win. So that's my Easter. Half my family is very upset with Duke losing, and I'm the only one who's happy.
This is awesome. The fact that Duke lost to an in-state team that they look totally down upon. It's not even North Carolina. They lost to NC State. This is just so embarrassing for Duke. It's awesome. NC State's an 11 seed, even doubly awesome. NC State had a losing record of the ACC, triply awesome, and beat them en route to a Final Four. God bless. This is the best Easter ever. He has risen, and his name is DJ Burns. It's amazing. Okay. Now, part of this bet, I just have to finish this off, is I have to read a poem as well. Now, Mary was supposed to write a poem, but she didn't. She flaked out like many UConn
I've been
students.
At the Sweet 16 and the Elite 8. I'm sorry, I've been busy.
Yeah. So like a good old UConn student, she cheated by making ChatGPT do her work for her. So here is a poem that the robots made that I have to read. Okay, here he goes. In Syracuse, where the snow falls deep, Orange fans continue to weep. Their concrete sarcophagus, once a fearsome sight, now lets opponents take flight. The three-point shots, once pure as gold, now clank off the rim, a story untold. Free throws, a nightmare, a painful display. Even Jim Boeheim looks the other way. The Carrier Dome, once a fortress of cheers, now echoes with groans and tumbleweeds jeers. Opposing teams, they strut and they preen as the Orange struggle to score even 14. Nice. Nice ChatGPT. Nice AI. Nice robot.
Even 14.
Even 14. We can't even score 14 points. Also, there's a sarcophagus in this.
Hey, you guys beat Georgetown this year and finally got back on the right side of Colgate after losing to Colgate the previous 2 years. So, yay, you did it.
Well, I'm so glad your visit here to this show has expanded to 2 appearances. What a thrill. What a joy it's been. Congratulations to UConn, to you, the UConn press secretary on Twitter, for going to yet another Final Four. I don't know. I think the line is 11. I looked at this today. I'm like, yeah, I would totally lay the 11.5 with UConn against Alabama. I just don't think there's going to be a close game. Are you nervous about any of the matchups the rest of the way?
So nervous? No. While I was sitting there watching the Elite 8 game, and the first half was close, right? I was not nervous. I was frustrated with them because they do this sometimes. They have that first half where they stink for us, relatively stink for us. But you know they're going to pull it out in the second half. You know what they can do. You know they're going to get the wagon in gear, and it happens. So it's not a nervousness. I'm excited. I want to beat the best. I want to get the best team at their best. I'm ready for it, especially with everyone saying what a cakewalk UConn always gets. Bring it on. everyone wants to see Purdue. They want to see Edie versus Klingon. Let's do it. I'm excited.
Just note this to all you Dalians out there. Mary did you a great service by forgetting to add in other apparel because it could have been this. Could you imagine how awful that would have been? Oh, God. That would have been painful. This was painful enough. I didn't need a G-string down there as well that had Huskies faces on it. Mary, congratulations on the tournament stomp. Maybe we'll have you on next Sunday. Well, maybe we'll have you on a week from the championship. That way you can actually properly celebrate. We wouldn't want to get ahead of ourselves, would we? But thanks for joining us as always.
Good to see you. Try not to get that shirt to me in 10 pieces. If you can try to get it back to me in one piece, that would be ideal.
I'm actually going to go to the gym in this thing so that it really reeks. It's going to be disgusting. You'll never wear it again.
Keep it. It's yours.
All right. Mary Elizabeth Brown joining us this morning here on the show. Good stuff.